Hey everybody. Well, I just did like a 20-minute, probably 30-minute video and I forgot to hit the record button, so that's not normal. So I will say that I came in here, I got everything rolling, came up to speed. Um, I changed the step three from a green to a purple because that's what I'm working on. And I kind of started going through things. I tested things on Edge. Edge, it worked at first and then it quit working after a little bit. Um, and that wasn't surprising to me. And then I did the I had like 18 changes. And yeah, here I can click on this and I can show you. Actually, this is perfect. Um, so I had these changes and I committed them, and I came to the conclusion that it'd be a good idea to add like a emoticon in my commit here. And then I was asking ChatGPT about it, and it said, yeah, no, there's for Git messages, it's very common to use emoticons. And then I sort of said this would be a perfect college course, right? Like making this would be a great first level project course for college is using Git and using emoticons to create the proper commits for that. Commits that will be easy for the people who consume the Git comments. And there are a lot of people that they actually look at Git comments to figure out what to do. And this is a really great way to do it. So there was that. And then I did a commit so that we could keep these, so we could keep this layout. And then we're working on basically whatever the person says. If select prompt is in there, it just shows up in here. So the idea, like if you were to look in the comments here, um, it's so wild that that keeps showing up. And I just say, um, hello world, how's it going? And then, so that text should show up in here. And if you keep talking, it should show up. But then if you wanted to do the response. And so the general idea, this is actually to demo like exactly how this is going to work, is you go, um, let's clear that. And we go like, so I'm going to ask like, how many electrons does a hydrogen have? And then I'm going to answer one. So the idea is that you would turn on your microphone. If you're like this in this mode, not going to do anything, right? It's just going to store it up and it's not even going to do it. But then when you click this, that it's go time, right? So it's like, how many electrons does it have? And so I forgot. I kind of stroked. I kind of locked up. So then we would, I guess we need a way to clear. We need like a little clear button. I never really thought about that, but that would be a good way to do it. So let's just try this again. Let's reload. Let's turn this microphone on. How many electrons? I'm just going to say, how many electrons does hydrogen have? How many electrons does hydrogen have? Hydrogen has one electron, and that would be that. Or then the next step would be to create the response. So then it would give you like um, a little JSON under here or something. Probably like a little JSON or something right here. And then maybe a little like player. So you can actually try it. Maybe that's what it will have is like a little player um, that would show you your question and answer and you could try it out. And so then you could create another one like how many electrons does helium have? And then the answer is two. And now you have two of them in here. Then the idea would be that you could export, and that would give you like a JSON that you could download. Also, it would give you like a text box that has all the whole JSON for it, and then you could have like an import. Now, I have another project that I'm working on at work where I actually use a there's like you can this part of the Visual Studio is actually available, and so you could actually use this part of like you can have this in a web page. So maybe I could maybe that will be my instead of an input, I'll probably do that just for the practice mostly because this really is a throwaway project. I mean the outputs could be very valuable. Um, like if I, well, especially because like if I do create the JSON, I think then I could just be like, just make two or three examples of what I want, and then I could go to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you generate this for the whole periodic table? And then I could have flashcards. It could just generate them. Now that I have the format all built out and all that, and an easy way to create them, I could do that, and then I could create another one. Let's say characters in Harry Potter characters, and maybe a quote, and then it like you read a quote and then you say what character said it or something like that. Like that would be pretty fun. But anyways, so that is that. I'm sorry I did not record it. It's probably better that I didn't. I was pretty had a lot of like technical foibles in there, so this is probably more useful. But anyway, so we are on step 3 next week. Basically, anytime this green is here and it gets text, it's just going to pop it in there. That's it. Oh, and I guess let's do this. Actually, let's let's add another step to this. Um, okay, we need a little X, and actually it's going to be step 4. And then we're going to make this 5. And actually, we're going to make this 6. Make this 7 because I have a new step 5 too. So I'm going to copy that and then step 5. And then we're going to say step 4 is to create a clear button for prompt. So basically, like if you say the wrong thing, you can just hit the clear button. And then if you say the right thing, create a clear button. Clear button for result. So that's that. So tomorrow we'll finish this basically. Yeah, so then step 6 will be then to do the same thing for result. And then step 7 will be to create a JSON when you push this button. And then we'll probably step 8 will be the export so that you can export to a JSON. And then step 8 will be import. So you can just you can upload a JSON or paste a JSON into area. That will probably be upload to start and then paste, or maybe vice versa. Maybe it'll be paste to a regular import. Probably, yeah, that's probably, I'll probably have like an input field that you can just paste in. It's just basic input field. And then make it to where it's one of these, like this whole thing, because that'll be really nice. Um, and then we'll see where we go from there. But at that point, I think it's done. This builder part is done. I think I might start another project. I'll probably start another project when the builder's done to like be able to accept the JSONs from this and then create flashcards. And then so it'll be a flashcard shower. So there'll be no voice to it. Literally, it'll just be like you upload your JSON and then you have flashcards. And then if I like that, if it goes the way I kind of imagine it going, then I'm going to try to do a um, like a crossword puzzle builder, not builder, but where you take these flashcards and then it turns it into a crossword puzzle, and then take these flashcards and turn it into a multiple choice, and just different sort of. This will just be the thing that creates the basic data. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.